Good evening, folks. I hope everyone had a very, very happy holidays, that everything went well and you got everything you wanted. Uh, so we're going to pick up where we left off. We're due to do Misery's Peak, but first, we got a little bit of housekeeping. If you're watching this before February, I believe it's the 19th, if I remember correctly. No, sorry, February 11th. What you can do is you can go to the DDO store and you can put in, I believe it's all caps, free DDO 2024 and hit the enter key, and you will get coupon activated and you get all of these quest packs, of which there are a bunch for free. I don't think they include any of the expansions that you have to purchase, like Salt Marsh and all that sort of stuff. But that will get you some free quests. According to everything I know, that's going to be good until the 11th of February 2024. While we're here, we're going to do a little bit more, and the weekly code is Critpot, and activates the coupon for us there. And what that's going to do is put in our inventory some, let's see if we can find them. Haven't? Oh, there they are. Potions of inflict critical wounds, which we have to be level 8 to use, but that's okay. We will happily hang on to them. We'll put some stuff here. We will happily hang on to those until they're useful. And in the meantime, I guess we're due for Misery's Peak. Oh, wait. We're not done yet. We have to do our daily dice roll. I'm not a VIP, so I can't do gold. At least not on this account. And there we go. Reach my current gold limit of 25,000 gold. That is a problem with a free account. The easy solution would be to do, to purchase some DDO points, would be to purchase some DDO points and just get myself some, up that limit a little bit, which is something we can discuss at a later time. However, I did get 400 XP, so we'll just do that. Oh, hey, and I bet I got another enhancement point. I did. I now have 2. So I am going to go ahead and spend that on this next rank in sneak attack, because I want more sneak attack dice. The other thing I need to take a look at is what's the timing on my... I got 11 minutes. Yeah, that'll probably be okay, but we'll go pick up another cleric hireling just in case. And we'll run over here. Assistance, cleric, buy. And while we're at it, let's just go ahead and take a look at this. What, tell you what I would think would be thing to get would be the Sinister Secret of Salt Marsh Adventure Pack. We've got Keep on the Borderlands. That's just a bonus on it. But the Sinister Secret of Salt Marsh Adventure Pack would give us an excuse to spend some points, and that's would give us one of the better low-level adventure packs, at least for getting good items. That would require us to spend a little bit of money, though, some real-world cash. I tell you what, we're not going to do that this time. I'll do that probably off-camera. There's no need to record that. But that would be the only really purchase I would make, because it would give be enough points, and that would change the account from free to play to, I think it's premium account, maybe. There's free to play, premium, and VIP. I think it's called premium. Right? Anyway, we're going to go ahead and go on into Misery's Peak here, and we'll talk to Ingram. So what's the plan? Find the camp. Well, we already know where the camp is because in the video where I took us through. Let's go summon our cleric, Harling. In the video I took us through, where I toured the wilderness area, I showed you what that was in that. So we'll go ahead and. Did that not go through? I click accept. I did forget to accept. Okay, we'll go fix that. Whereupon the video whereupon I am not being the brightest bulb in the chandelier. Let's try that again. Now accept. There we go. Okay, let's try all that again. The Journey to Misery's Peak, take 2. And we are going to kill our way there, generally because I want to try to get up my Slayer count for Korthos Island. And I think I'm going to go this way. Floating, if you look very closely, you can see the floating grass there. Truly, it is a magical world. Grass can hover in the air. I should stealth for this. Oh, really? Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and go down this way. Can I go up that way? I can go up this way, but I can't remember if I can get up on that path right there. Rats. I'm still suffering under the problem that my damage is still strength-based, and my strength is, as you can see, mind-numbingly awful. But once I hit 3rd level, which this might maybe do it. I can't remember if the amount of experience you get for normal, but it might. It sounded like a rat. Oh. Might get me enough to level. I heard you squeak. Might get me enough to get to 3rd level, at which point I will be able to get that enhancement, I think. That will get me to apply my dex bonus, which is pretty good, to that music always makes me think somebody's going back, even when it's not. Which might get me to the point where I can get enough enhancement points to do that, which would be very nice to be able to.
You come across a makeshift camp. A scraggly dwarf sits on a log, trying in vain to keep warm.
Repair. Yes. Should have done that before I left town, but apparently I am off my game today. Are you ready to meet him? Yes. This quest is pretty much the end of the storyline for the Korthos Island chain. It's it is the end of it. Of course, we're doing everything on normal because I can only do it on normal the first time. Again,
a bone-chilling breeze emanates from the mouth of Misery's Peak.
I do have a paid-for account with all the goodies on it. with all the expansions and all that sort of stuff. But I'm intentionally doing this way as to try to see how it's like to be a player and all that sort of stuff, or at least
You're
someone
here.
who's
Come. There isn't much time.
at least someone who's not, bought all the stuff and got all the gimcracks and special things and all that sort of stuff. Okay, Lars. Speak plainly, old man. Alright.
Selimus, ready your party.
I'd like to,
I'll weaken the barrier for you.
Ready!
I'd like to point out that
Good. Now to clear your path.
if you were paying
Hayden
attention to
clears
his
the
dialogue,
passageway for you. Now to find this Quarry Mindsunder artifact.
I'd like to point out that
Go,
Dragons in
quickly.
3rd
I will
edition,
mask
or
your presence from the
3.5
Mind
edition
Flayer.
of D&D, upon which this is based, do in fact not. I need to stealth. Pay attention to what I'm doing. Jesus, he's moving around like a flea griddle. At any rate, dragons are in fact not immune to mind control in that version of the game, or at least not all of them. But they still are really, really difficult, especially if they're of any particular age. Zombies. Critical hits don't do much to zombies because they don't have any specific spots that are susceptible to that. I am not going to use a rest shrine for 1 hit point. That would seem to be a waste of
Several
time.
humanoid figures surround a glowing pedestal. Their putrid forms are frozen in
let's turn our cleric on,
their faces set in
aggro.
silent, eternal screams.
And let's have her. Now, why are you not? Target me. Why she won't bless? That's kind of weird. Oh well. Not worried about it. It's not that important. Now, there are some ghouls in this chamber. And undead, again, generally aren't affected by sneak attacks because they aren't affected by critical hits. Not critical hits, but they aren't affected by sneak attacks. Basically, they don't have any vulnerable organs. There's no point. I think there are some enhancements or feats or items you can get later on in the game that will allow you to do sneak attacks and critical hits and stuff like that on things that cannot normally be. Sneak attack? Sneak attack? That's that whole thing for the mystery men. Nemesis, Nemesis. You, sir. Fortunately, I have a cleric with me. Still don't know why she can't do a bless. That's... There we go. Now we got some blessing going on. It's a minor. It's a, like, what, +1 to hit or something? And +1 to saves against fear. In this adventure, not a hugely important thing, to be honest. It's not going to make a huge difference. But, nevertheless, nice to have. When to die. Where we go? Sit. I see you. Or at least I see where you're moving. to look at it. Yeah, I'm still just using plain daggers. The nice thing about having a cleric as a hireling is, even though I do have some of these starter curing potions, I don't really have to use them. My health gets too bad, she generally tends to heal me. But we're sure where she is, but she can get over here and start helping me with this. Lady, you want to start attacking the spider? There we go. That's better. The hireling AI in this game is, unfortunately, not always the greatest in the world. Sometimes you get some pretty odd behaviors out of it, and sometimes you get some behaviors that are just downright idiotic. Arrows. Grab those arrows. I probably don't need that many arrows. But even I don't need them, it sells. First lever. Yeah, I'm still not feeling the need to use the rest shrine. Or we're doing this on, you know, the hardest elite difficulty or something like that. It might be a different thing, but I really don't. By the way, you can use the U key to try to pick up those items instead of having to try to click on them. Sometimes it's really finicky about how you click on those dropped items. I found just facing it and hitting U key while I'm facing it tends to be pretty reliable unless it's gotten stuck in the scenery or something. I am not attempting to even sneak attack these spiders. The spiders have such a high perception that sneaking attacking them is... I've never seen it work, at least not at low levels. I suppose it might be theoretically possible at high levels, but I've never personally witnessed it. Here's our second.
With the second signal crystal activated, you hear the stone door at the base of the cavern rolling open.
Right, so we are making progress. Now, in theory, hypothetically, I could just continue, go back down and continue onwards, but there is a named that I want here. I want the named monster's chest. Particularly since I'm trying to get some decent daggers. And there's Frostbite. I've never seen Frostbite not appear. I think Frostbite is technically I think Frostbite is technically, and see, there's the gold limit again. Frostbite is technically a rare, but in the sense that they classify, I think, as a rare, but I've never, ever failed to see Frostbite in this dungeon. I can recall, at least. Sometimes after you come back down here, you will get more of the invisible ice spiders attacking you, but that may be on just the higher level. Nope, there's one. Even if you can't see invisibles or have the ability to kind of detect that, you can sort of see where that frost comes up where they're walking. a pretty good tip-off. Even if you can't see, like, shadowy outline kind of thing. Where are you going? Come back here. Hirelings. You have to manage them. You really do. They tend to have a mind of their own. Sometimes there's another ghoul back in here. That must also be on higher level difficulties. Let us continue forward. Oh, look. A ghoul. Oh, I will be so happy if I can. Let's check. 2243 XP. Yeah, probably will be enough to put me up since I'm at 4th rank of level 2. Yes, level 2. It should get me up to 3rd. Come on, Heart. Unfortunately, sneaking on these undead doesn't really do me any good. Sadly. It's one thing they did in the 5th edition version of D&D, where sneak attacks can affect at least a whole lot more monsters, if not outright everything. Not sure how I feel about that. There's a dragon.
Chills
Let's
run
go
down
attack
your
the dragon.
spine as you finally come face to face with the dragon that has been terrorizing.
And there they go. attacking
Even
the
at
dragon.
rest, it is a truly awesome.
So we want to run up
beast.
here as quick as we can. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and go sneaky sneak. Because this door up here is going to open and there's going to be a couple.
The door at the rear of the cavern pops open. Cultists attracted by the roar of combat rush out to confront you.
There we go. Now I'm going to be sneaking quite a bit more. No? Thought there was a person that actually could sneak attack, but apparently not yet. Just in case. Aye, yes. People. People who are sneak attackable. Why did you unstealth? That was weird. Huh. Stealth before I even attacked him. That's very strange. I am sneaking. Not that it did much good. Oh, this mess. Okay. I want to go. I will sneak attack. There we go. And I think my faithful hireling took care of almost all of the people in here. And she took care of that one before I could even get to it. I'm going to command her to heal me. I can. Still really haven't had any need to use any of the shrines, but I've been doing it on normal mode.
The ground quavers, and you look
see the
down to
dragon?
see a tunnel beneath the ice.
See
The dragon roars as it thunders after Selimas and Jeets
Yeah, there
and
it is. You can
Talbron.
kind of sort of see
The
it.
ruse is working.
Let's go ahead. Sneak mode. Light. It's you. You're the spellcaster. You're the dangerous one. Let me stay it's a bit. Go get him. Now, one of the things you can do is stealth, target a lever, hit the gear or the use command for your hireling. They will open doors for you. You don't have to unstealth to do it. Nope, nobody in here.
A signal crystal glows with
Number
power
one.
as you engage the first control lever. But where is the second?
We got the onslaught bonus and the mischief bonus. Well, that's at least something. Go ahead. Target them. Have her run on and attack. And basically be my distraction. I'm going after you. Go. All right. Still not worth the time it takes to...
You feel fresh frozen air gust in from the newly opened door below.
One person down there. Go get him, lady. Now, I think there'll be some guys come flying around this corner here. Go get him, lady. Oh, she killed him before I had a chance to do anything. And that's okay. Doesn't matter who kills them, just as long as they get dead. Sending her on ahead makes them easier for me to sneak attack. Not necessarily due to the mechanics of the game, but she can just deal with them and have them positioned in places, and I can makes it just a little easier for me to deal with, that's all. Open the door. The lever is right there. This is what one of the things I was talking about earlier about the AI in this game, little one. There we go. Probably in melee right now. She's probably doing more damage than I am. Here we go. Some more. These statues will all turn into zombies, but we do have to kill them again, since they're zombies, they're already dead, before we can trigger that button. And we have to trigger those buttons. That will be useful later. I am, again, not bothering to stealth because pretty much all the enemies in here are, in fact, zombies and undead. So I can't sneak attack them anyway, so there's not really much point in bolts. Let me do it. There we go. Yes. See there. Sometimes that happens. Something will spawn that inside the scenery and just have to deal with it. He was very slow getting up, wasn't he? I'm not going to stealth because I know what's on the other side of this door. And it's going to happen.
Waves of psychic energy pound into you as you spot a green crystal on the ledge ahead.
Passive.
At last, this must be
just
the hoary Mindsunder. The Mind Flayer and Dragon are locked in a contest of wills. This could be your chance to destroy the Mindsunder. The Mind Flayer shrieks as it loses the Mindsunder's power. The dragon reasserts its will and looks very annoyed.
Laughing dragon. That's funny. Alright, now, we don't have to wait here, but...
Follow me. Hayton wants a word with you.
Alrighty, I will follow you. I will talk to them. Just lock my hireling out.
Next time, you fight the dragon and I'll break the crystal.
It will take hours to remove the fang marks from my armor.
Well struck. I wish we'd dispatched the dragon, but such a feat is beyond my abilities.
Alright.
Here, take this portal, so you won't have to walk back.
Okay. That should give us up
And
to
like magic,
level 3.
the snows stopped.
There you go.
Savior of Korthos! They cheer as you return. But destiny has greater plans for you than just this small village.
Apologies about that. I accidentally bumped the mic. Alright. And there you have it, folks. Korthos Island. Let's get our reward here. I want the Nimble Brooch because that's going to give me a bonus to my dex, which should put my dex up to 21. And, you know, the other stuff that goes along with it. Let's go ahead and put that on there. And you'll see in the upper left-hand corner, I now have the Nimble Hand stuff. I'm going to go and try to remember where the Rogue Trainer is. Oh, that's right. So, this way. In the cemetery. Advance as a rogue, please. Thank you. Gotta spend some skill points. Let's do this. That. That. and pump up our swing. I get a bit of bonus for sneak attack. That's always a good thing. And trap sense. Okay, this is where I don't know if I want to take that or not. I think I'm going to get dodge just to have it the first time, because I think there are some things that are dependent upon it. I don't think I have any more enhancements to spend, so I will need 1 point. The next time I rank up, I will be able to use my Dex modifier for damage, which will be a vast improvement. That being said, we are going to go ahead and take ourselves Storm Reach. And I'm going to do one. I think I can do this. I think I have skills to do it. Maybe. Let's see. Bluff is not high enough. No. Diplomacy is not high enough. My haggle check high enough? No. Intimidate, so I can't really do any of these things. Sadly. So I can't really. I mean, I could talk to him. And you can see I'm going to do it. I don't have what it takes to do it. So what we're going to do is we are going to go park ourselves in an inn and bind there. And the inn we are going for is the Wayward Lobster. Actually, you know what? We are not going to bind that, because next on the menu is, you know what? No, actually, I have changed my mind. We are going to bind here because there's a few super low-level quests that can only be done in solo mode here. So we're going to do those. And that'll be our next bit. And then once we've done those, we'll head off to keep on the Borderlands. So here we are at the Wayward Lobster. We'll just go talk to Brother Tanglewood. Can you preserve my... Yes, resurrect me here if I fall. Just as a matter of trivia, back in the day when this game first came out, and for a goodly number of years, this spot right here is a PvP battle pit, and there were always somebody down in here fighting, like all the time, constantly. You never see anybody in there anymore. Kind of sad. At any rate, there we go, folks. That is Misery's Peak. So we will see everyone next time. Take care and take care of each other. Bye-bye.